everybody! Welcome back to another episode of the Unturned podcast. I'm your host, Rio de Janeiro, and we're joined once again by Trident Games.
That's me! That's me!
Stas Wally.
Yo.
De Leono.
Yo.
Flodo.
Hello.
And we're joined by a special guest, Emizip.
Hi.
Okay, just for context a little bit, we spent about 50 minutes setting up audio because Trident Games is on his phone in the middle of a desert and has no other devices whatsoever to record audio on.
Desert. What do you expect me to find a PC?
I told. Okay, just for more context, I told the cast, I was like, we're gonna record on Audacity this episode, and what did he do? He's in the middle of nowhere with his phone and nothing else.
Oh my god, bro's like, he can't. There's not even Audacity on the fucking phone. It doesn't work like that.
Because you weren't supposed to use your phone.
Why would there be Audacity on a phone?
Do you know how many phones there are in the world? A lot.
Yeah? Do you know how many PCs there are in the world?
Not enough as phones. You know, there's more phones than PCs. There has to be.
Can you believe this guy?
What is going on?
Why didn't you just say, like, I'm on my phone, I don't have access to a PC?
I feel like it would be apparent because I went on a podcast yesterday with these goofballs, and I'm surprised they didn't notice. I'm just saying.
You always have bad audio.
What do you mean I always have bad audio?
Okay.
Man, I feel like there should be like a distinct... Okay, you know what? Okay,
I swear on last 3 episodes you've had bad audio.
The 3...
Is this like the Trident phone arc?
The Nelson one, I think I had great audio. I had the Snowball mic. Maybe not configured to the way I want it to be, but whatever.
That's just...
I need to close my window. It's so cold. It's so chilly.
He's in the desert. Alright. Enough of us talking about the tragedies of this episode. I hope everything went to plan, so you got to see everything that was supposed to happen, but we'll see. This should be uploaded on the new year, so we made it the new year. Lamau, first
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Or
Everyone
Merry
listening.
Christmas.
Hopefully.
I can't believe
Or Happy Hanukkah. I don't know what you guys celebrate.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
That's Wale Memorial episode.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Like,
Stas would be dead by this
like
point.
not speak this episode to make it.
No,
seem like
you're
I'm
gonna be
actually
dead by the time that this episode's out.
What?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
When the upload reaches 100 on YouTube, he's dead.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you separate staple it? You know, like how you're able to turn into like a gun? Like how do you
What are
get
you
that?
talking about?
What are you
I'm
saying?
in my
What are you
sister's room
saying?
right now, and I got one of her staplers now. Now I'm taking it out, going back to my room,
What do you...
and
What?
now I'm trying to separate it.
Oh my god.
What is it? What are you doing?
I'm trying to separate a stapler.
What is wrong with you?
I'm trying to...
Why are
Oh
you
wait, there's
trying
a
to
button. Is this the button? There we go. Oh, that's so cool.
What are you doing?
This guy?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Honestly,
We can't.
Arts and
There's no
crafts,
way
bitch.
we're keeping that.
there ain't no way that this guy is doing this on the show.
And you don't have a PC.
I do not have a PC. I have access to a stapler, but not a PC.
Make one.
This dude's using
Make
primitive
one.
technology.
Yeah, out of the staples.
Make one
Yeah.
out of staples. Oh wait, is there Discord and a Switch?
Oh my god.
If you try
we're
hard
already
enough.
recording.
Let's see. Wait, Diddley, do you have like an emulator for Discord that I can put on my Switch?
No.
Or on
And
my
it
sister's Switch?
also takes more than an hour to set up Switch emulators.
That's fine. We spend 50 minutes.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
that's
you do not need to spend an
I
hour.
know it's out of
Yeah,
battery.
yeah,
Switch
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have a microphone.
Okay, but the issue at this point is that we're all already recording.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is this?
We are live.
Dude, trying to games be like,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
guys, can we get this like recording started? And we're like already
Okay,
recording.
wait, wait, can you guys hear me?
Oh my god.
Can you believe this guy?
When do we move on from
Hello?
this? When do we move on from this into like an episode?
Oh
How
my
do you
god,
move on from this?
This is the
No, this
episode.
is
Welcome
crazy.
to the
Start
Unturned
from my-
podcast.
Yeah, this is the other
I got my
podcast. We're
phone
trying to games
inside
ruined
like
the
a
show.
thing full of like
We gotta
aluminum
ignore this
foil,
guy.
which acts like a it's like a Faraday chamber. So like shit.
What are you bringing up?
What are you
What are you
saying?
talking
That's
about?
crazy, dude.
Talking about?
That's crazy. That actually worked. When I
saying
put the
something.
phone in the chamber, I put the phone in the Faraday chamber. So
What are
all
you
of this-
saying?
It's called
The stealth was black.
it's called the Faraday cage. Thank you very much.
Faraday cage, yes.
Yeah.
And it's literally a ball of tinfoil that you put stuff in.
What does
and
this
it
have
blocks,
anything to do with
signal.
anything? What does this have to do anything
No,
with
I put
anything?
it. I know, but I put it inside.
He's
I put my phone inside there, and
gun.
you guys broke out. You guys broke out. It's
I
crazy.
think the pissing was a bad omen.
What are you? Was this one recording? Oh yeah, I can do that. I did on purpose. Okay. So wait. Let's see. Fuck. What's unturned?
Yeah, let's get to
Did you
Unturned.
guys know P9 rated bases? Can you
Okay.
fix them?
Okay, can you just not? Just don't speak anymore for the rest of the episode.
You can keep the recording going though.
Can you just stay quiet? Just stay quiet. Meanwhile, I continue with the.
Oh my god.
You derailed so heavily. You derailed. This is the most derailed episode ever.
Just go
I
ahead.
cannot hear shit.
Okay. Well, I wanted to go full circle again, and brought back Emmy on the show because we originally did it on the second episode, and I think it'd be funny to bring back our original guest that we had on for the new year. So that's why this is Among Us.
Hi.
Yeah, hello again.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because really nothing has changed. We were memeing during the setup that nothing has changed, and it really has. Nothing has changed. Trying games is ruining the episodes like always. Like it's just the truth. That just happens.
I just left in the middle of my episode the first time.
I think I'm making them better, Charlie.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing anymore. I don't know what you're doing in these episodes anymore.
I think you're just being a weirdo.
I'm being a
That's what I
weirdo.
think.
I'm being a weirdo.
Yeah,
Can you
you're
believe
the
this guy?
weirdo.
Okay.
You're the oddity. You're from Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph, you're the glitch. That fits you.
What?
What?
I'm the kid.
Why?
Yeah, you're the glitch.
You know what's funny? Because I think Kanye said that. I think
I know,
Kanye
that's-
said that
I'm
he was the
quoting him.
glitch from Wreck-It Ralph.
Can
I'm
you
just
believe
saying.
This guy?
Well, back onto
You're
Unturned.
going All right.
We've ruined this episode basically already, so we can just go back to
No,
Unturned.
no,
now.
no, no, no. So, all right. So, Unturned.
Polaris.
Well, Polaris was pretty swag.
You guys haven't even
not
played
played it
Polaris.
yet.
I haven't seen Trident games on Polaris a single time.
I watched some videos on Polaris. It looked nice.
That's your only thing about it.
Yeah.
In the fucking Polaris trailer, Dan has the same mouse as me.
Really?
That's my
crazy.
only contribution. I haven't played the map yet.
Do you
Have
also?
you played the map?
Huh?
You played the map?
I'm on the map. Yeah.
What about you?
That's
Flodo?
crazy.
Flodo? Have you
Flodo.
played the map?
Oh my
This is the worst.
This is
Flodo.
horrible. This is horrible. Okay. What's
This
gonna
is our
happen?
fault, Kukui.
How is this my fault? How is this my fault, Flodo?
You wanted us to be
Why did
professional.
they need to change?
Yeah.
It needed to change. It needed to change. You know why, Flodo? You know what? I never even said that you could come on the show. You shoehorned your way in, like Stasplay did back in the
You
past.
waited
okay?
for him.
You shoehorned in. You shoehorned in. Okay.
You
Yeah,
waited
it's
for
not
him
my
at the
way.
start of the episode, though.
I'm so proud of you, Flodo.
You waited like half an hour for him to join.
I did. Because I'm
You believe
respectful.
this guy. You just said you didn't want him on.
I said he shoehorned his way into the podcast.
Can you believe
Yeah,
this
just
guy?
like I
The
did.
same way that Stas did. The same way
Same way
Stas
that I
did.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
Bruh. I'm gonna replace the host, like, for real though. Like,
You can
trying
replace
games, like,
Giant.
he's a bit silly. Like, I can't have this anymore.
Dude, I'm the only thing that's giving this podcast a lot.
What are you saying?
I
Okay.
think I'd make
More context. I'll give more context to what happened before this episode. We did an episode the other day, and I think I told you guys that we're gonna do another episode on tomorrow because you asked if this was gonna be Emizip's episode yesterday, and I said no. I said no, it was gonna be tomorrow, so we don't have to deal with New Year's or Christmas. So we recorded last episode on the 17th, and we're recording this episode on the 18th of December of last year when this episode comes out. So it's like trying games just somehow just doesn't remember, and he's just an
No,
imposter.
no.
Oh, it's the 18th.
Charlie
That's crazy.
stated the way he said it is he made it sound that Audacity was purely optional. You never stated that it was.
This has been in the works for
So,
like
Your
3
Honor.
months. I swear to God, ever since the
Ernie
first
is
Polaris test,
fully guilty.
ever since the first Polaris test, I feel like I've said to you guys we're gonna record this episode specifically with Audacity.
No. You did not say that.
Because you're never in the chats, bro. I always at everybody. Okay, this is more drama. I at everybody in the Discord chats. I'm like, can we get a confirm if you guys are able to be here on this day? And then like, Training Games never answers until like that today or something. They're like, what am I supposed to do here?
The official Discord.
No, the text chats, the DMs, Trident Games, the DMs.
I always read those, and you never really stated.
I asked multiple times. The other hosts can agree with me on this. I asked multiple times. Okay, are you guys able to show up on this day? Are we all good on this day? Everybody else responds. You take like a year to respond.
You said show up. You didn't say it. What the fuck?
This is
would like to point out.
Okay, no, I'm gonna. Okay, let me wash your pan really quick.
You know, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I would like to point out that it's been 12 minutes and we're still talking about the tragedy of this recording.
Because it's the.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this. We've been talking about it for an hour.
No. I think we. Emmy, what's up? How's it been since like the last podcast?
What is this? What are you doing?
What the hell is going on?
I'm asking like since we last been on this podcast.
I can't understand.
Flodo just left.
Flodo's gone. He's back.
Emmy, how has it been since you've last been on this podcast? What's been up?
Oh God!
And don't say the sky.
Why?
Because I was being genuine.
Not a lot public facing. Like, if you look at my online profiles, there hasn't really been much going on. Because I just have... I'm like Valve. I work like Valve, where I have like a billion things in development at any given time. But like, one will see the light of day in a decade. Like...
That's crazy.
Just mostly a lot of art shit. I've kind of vanished.
Are you gonna come back to the Unturned scene?
I still hang out around here. I just haven't.
Not like a full capacity yet. You're still, you are still around, but you're not technically like around, you know.
I mean, I mostly DM people. It's just weird to like integrate back into like big Discord servers, because every time I do, it's just. I get swarmed with like, oh, look who's back, and it's like, okay,
who's like I'm gonna question this. What Discord servers?
Mr. Beast.
What Discord servers are we on, like?
just the ones I'm in, really.
The ones
I think
the ones you're currently in.
Yeah, I think the one Discord server that like I tend to find myself in more often than the other ones is Stas's. Like,
Hell
if there's
yeah.
a voice channel in there, I usually pop in.
Hell yeah, Unturned official but good. Let's go.
Unturned official, but good.
Honestly, I think actually
Unturned
by this
official.
point, Unturned official has.
What
clean...
is Trident crafting?
I don't even
What
know.
are these
I'm not
noises?
paying attention to Trident
Can we
anymore.
just-
Don't give any
ignore it?
credence
Can
to
we
Trident games
ignore
anymore.
it?
Do not reference him anymore. He's
We have
eliminated.
such a good thing going. Ignore
He's
it.
eliminated. He's been.
Hold on.
What is he cooking?
Okay. No, I think at this point, the time that this episode comes out, Unturned official has lost a good portion of the administration team that was working for Unturned official, I guess you could say. So,
Good.
Congratulations to the new promotions to all of you. I know who you are. I've been looking at the application secretly because I've been sent them.
I know who you are. I know where you live.
I know your
Are you allowed
involvement.
to
I
tell
know what you
people that
do.
you've seen it?
I'll be watching and see how you perform. Do not disappoint me. You are in.
You are being watched. I know where you
Honestly,
live.
I'm in the same boat though, because the reason why like Stas's server of all servers is it's like one of the only Unturned servers I've been in that will actually ban the losers and like the bigots and shit. Like, you're never gonna catch me stepping foot in those big ass servers.
Never gonna catch me in Unturned official. You never gonna catch me in Unturned
Like,
official.
I've been like circulating around this community for fucking years, and I've never once even tried to be active in Unturned official because I would get killed. Like, my life would end if I went in there.
You were active
Dude.
on the forums.
I was very active on the forums, but like I had like I almost put like a persona up on the forums because like I was, to be truthful, I was active on the forums because I was just bored in class because like they gave us like laptops in my high school and the forums weren't blocked, So I would just spend all my free time in class just shitposting on the forums or like replying to threads and shit. Because it was like the one unblocked website. When I got home, I didn't even think about the forums. If you like go through my forum history, you'd notice that like near the tail end of my account activity, I just ended up just spouting random nonsense into threads, and that's just because I gave up.
The voices took over.
They 100% did.
Dude, okay, speaking of like the larger servers, I got so surprised when Nilex's Discord was really homophobic. I thought that, like, especially for, like, a content creator like him, I'd think, oh, you know, his Discord's under control. I joined and they're just saying that, like, be gay is a sin. I was like, oh, okay.
It's like every Unturned
Alright.
server. It's like... the thing with Unturned is that, like, I know things have definitely gotten better recently, but... unless a server is explicitly, like, anti-bigotry, I'm just gonna assume that they're hiding the homophobic shit, and I'm just not even gonna bother, because I've just had so many times where I've been like, here's a cool new Unturned space to hang out, and I join, and people are just being fucking weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was someone in Me Like Big Boom's Discord who was defending someone else who told someone to kill themselves. Why there?
Jesus.
Wait,
Huh?
is Me Like Big Boom server still around?
Yeah.
Yeah, his Discord,
I
yeah.
think so.
You wanna know something crazy?
What?
I met my first boyfriend in the Me Like Big Boom Discord server.
That's crazy.
How did that happen?
Oh, fucking god. Okay, I wonder if anyone remembers this. So, there was an event ages ago now where Boom posted, like, a Steam announcement, like, join this Discord voice channel. Let's try to get as many people in here as possible. And, like, everyone fucking joined. I recorded when this happened, so I could, like, go back and look. And, like, you had names like Union and Mano Man in there. Like, everyone was in this fucking voice channel with, like, 100+ people in it or whatever. And one of the people that got that started was this one guy that I'm not gonna name. But through that guy, I met the person I would go on to date. So that fucking random giant voice channel that Boom made is how I met my first partner.
That's crazy.
Let's go
I
back
thought it
in
was
the listing and let's go see the effects of MLB beyond the Unturned scene.
Oh,
And
man.
Me Like Big Boom and his consequences.
Me Like Big Boom and his
Chapter
consequences.
1.
Yeah, something I want to go back
That was the
to
worst
what
relationship of my life. Fuck Boom.
what? Okay, I want to go back to what Diliano said. Diliano went to. I believe this is what happened. This is just a hunch because Diliano never had any interest in Nilex's Discord server until I said that there was females in Nilex's Discord
Dude.
server. That's what happened. I know it too
It was hilarious.
I
read
do-
that
I
and
do,
I was
'cause-
like, dude, I gotta see this.
because an
And
hour
I
later,
joined, and it was just people being homophobic, and I was like, oh.
literally
I
an
felt
hour
like-
later,
I
I see
felt light
Diliano.
to
Yeah. No, I meant like the actual Unturned server,
Bruh.
not the Discord server. No one goes to Discord.
Same thing.
Nah, they don't count.
Same thing.
They don't count as the same thing. Yeah, but at this point, I guess now that the cat's out of the bag, that Eunice has been deposed as the king of the SCG forum by not only by Molt, but also by Nelson Sexton, which is really interesting to
Crazy.
say. I mean, what are we gonna do in this situation?
Is that a thing that happened?
You don't know about it, but we can talk about it now because the episode's already out by the time this is out. But I don't know. Currently, I'm debating whether or not if this was how it's supposed to be played out or not, or this full on scale war on the SCG forums, going full
I'm
out
gonna make the Eunice forums.
the Eunice forum. That'd be
Maybe
funny.
they're
You know what? That'd be
just
funny as
testing
an April Fool's joke. Imagine like the whole forum just turns to Eunice.
That'd be insane.
That'd be so cursed.
I mean, no, I think the only reason was he said before, he said during that he'd have to check if, like, Eunice was a controversial character, and I think that was the only reason.
I think so.
He doesn't remember. He doesn't remember if he said anything like controversial because he doesn't want to endorse a that could give him a bad name.
Bro, failing that background check.
I don't think he's gonna fail.
Oh hell no!
If the background check happens, I don't think he's gonna fail. I'm that confident in Eunice.
Until we bring up the lexicon,
The lexicon is funny. Okay, listen, the lexicon's
The
funny.
lexicon.
dude.
The reading entries from the lexicon. That's my peak in this community.
The funny thing is that like I think Stas he quoted quotes in those chords. You know something funny? I was gonna. This is something that Stas will never do because he's a bit silly. I was gonna get a guy on Fiverr to make a rap song of the Eunice
my God.
lexicon, and Stas Wally was supposed to make the beat because the guy needed a beat, and it's been like 3 months, and Stas has not given me a beat whatsoever. So
Listen, I like to say that I'm a busy guy, but at this point, I cannot lie to myself anymore. I'm just procrastinating.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
Come on, Styles. We have so many projects that we were supposed to work on.
dude, it's so funny though. It would have been
Dude,
it would have been such a
Just
banger.
like me for real.
I could already hear it. I could already hear the Eunice lexicon rap. Like that would have been funny.
Fun fact about Eunice, dude. I don't think he's ever called me Emizip. Every time I talk to Eunice, he calls me Benson.
That's just easier to say
I'll
for him.
join
It's just very hard for him to speak sometimes. You should hear him when he speaks.
He gets nervous
I
around girls.
joined
Don't
the
worry.
call.
He's a baby.
I joined the call and he just goes, "Oh hey Benson." Like, it's a flashbang every time.
I think it's literally because he doesn't know like how to pronounce your name. I believe that because he can't even call me Charles. He calls me Kukui.
Does he not know how to pronounce
I'm
Charles?
assuming so because I've realized he doesn't really call me Charles. Like he calls me like occasionally, but like it's shit.
We will never have the answer because he doesn't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, he
anyway,
doesn't
so-
listen to these
I
podcasts.
was
episodes. That's the funny thing because it's the great filter because no one that actually is a real hater will listen to these episodes
Oh yeah, we just talk about them and
They won't even know.
Exactly.
because they're not gonna listen to these
That's how
episodes.
you know I'm not a real hater because I heard the first episode.
How many episodes have you listened to actually?
I've listened to like 5 total.
5.
Oh, man.
There's like 52 now.
I know there's like 52. I gotta play catch up.
Yeah, so
Because the thing is like whenever I have dead air, I usually throw on podcasts, and it's either this one or Please Stop Talking. Those are my 2
I see.
go-tos.
it's imposterish. I wonder who's listened to the podcast and was like, yeah, these people sound sane. Like they're completely correct.
Okay, I want to meet the group of people that have listened to every single episode.
I think-
and just ask them
I think
questions.
Toothy has listened to every episode, if I'm not mistaken. He's the only person I think I know that he's listened to every episode. Surati,
Hi, Toothy.
I think Surati
Nelson's
stopped listening.
probably listened to like a quarter or so. At least a quarter.
Well, okay. Based on what Nelson
Hi,
said
Nelson.
last episode, is that he only listens to the episodes and the people that he likes.
Oh, the people he likes, yeah.
So I can say that he's listened to most of the episodes except for the people he doesn't like. Which I wonder who's the list. I wonder who made the list.
I hope he likes me. We play TF2.
I think you're good. I think you're good in that case. I mean, we have interviewed a lot of sussy people
Hey,
too.
Stardy's kind of sus.
We have interviewed
Dude,
a
I
lot of
got-
sussy people on the show as well. So
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Wait, I want to. Can I tell a story about Nelson that I think is hilarious?
What's up?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is gonna be so embarrassing if he hears this episode. But there was one night where I was playing Team Fortress 2 on like an Uncle Topia server, and I was just like really fucking tired and just playing because I was bored as fuck and melting out of my mind. And all of a sudden, I just see this person run by with like a beret cosmetic, and I check the fucking leaderboard, and it's just actually Nelson. And I was so jump scared by it because I was like, why the hell is Nelson just on this server I'm playing on right now? So I like messaged him like, hey, did you like join off me, or was this like a coincidence? He was like, oh yeah, no, I just joined randomly. It's like the one time where I've just bumped into him randomly. It was so funny.
I wonder
He did
if-
mention on the episode that he is a soldier main, so
Oh yeah, no, I
Dude.
asked him. I was like, what do you mean?
Dude, I wonder what like rocket jump map he completed before he went, yeah, okay, I'm adding blast jumping to Unturned. I wonder which rocket jump map made him think that.
I don't know.
Oh my god. I just want
Actually-
to play TF2 with him again.
Yeah, no, having
Like-
blast jumping in Unturned really makes sense now that we know that Nelson's a soldier main. That makes a lot of
Oh
sense.
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Also, just the existence of the beret cosmetics. He had like a beret on like 3 of his loadouts when we were
Oh
playing.
hell no, he got the crimson beret. Oh hell no, he got the gold beret. Oh
It
hell
was,
no, he got the
it was
Debuggers beret.
unusual,
Oh wait,
too.
that's me.
It was like the poker cards.
The
Like that unusual.
You mean decked out?
yeah,
You
the
mean decked
mythicals,
out?
yeah.
You mean
The
decked out? You mean decked
Can you
out?
believe this guy?
The deck.mythical. He had a
I mean,
deck.mythical.
also from Molt, we know that he wanted to call them unusuals, but Molt came up with the name mythicals.
Good.
That goes crazy. That goes
Good.
crazy.
Good.
Oh, I want unusuals.
You don't want unusuals.
Dude,
I think
if
Nelson
Nelson's
should have
listening,
them along with the mythicals.
Pichu!
The mythicals are like the regular Unturned ones, but then all unusuals are one-to-one copies of the TF2 ones.
You guys want to walk?
it's the same texture
yeah.
file and
You guys
everything.
want to walk? You guys want to walk?
What are you saying, Trident?
What are you
Trident
saying?
has revived. He's
Trident
living.
Games just like
I'm
he was
okay with it.
crafting a PC and now he's like summoning a spirit to power it up or something.
It's like speaking in Latin, saying Norvis Ortum Seclorum or some shit.
Okay, let me get my shoes on, Pichu.
What are you saying?
Oh. He's saying something. Alright,
Trident Games is not even here, bro. He's like in a different planet right now. He's on Mars.
Where
He's
is
on
he?
Mars.
We keep going back to this.
Pichu! Alright, ready?
What is that? Dude, this is our host, by the way. That's my host that came from here from day one. He's been day one host, bro.
Okay.
Trident Games, everyone.
Let me
After
close the door.
50
Can you believe
episodes.
this guy?
Wait, hello? Hello?
Yeah.
What were you
Bro, what's
doing,
up?
Trident? What
He's
were you doing?
regained consciousness.
Oh. Wait, hold on. I need to close my door. Oh my god, it's
Alright.
cold.
We are talking
No, yeah,
about
what-
we are talking about the forums. Do you think they can like
Yeah.
come back from the dead? Because they are dead. Let's not lie
Wait.
here.
Okay, for the forms to come back from the dead, I think two things are necessary.
Eunice,
There needs to
take
be
over.
Incentive for that. There needs to be incentive for that to be the go-to place to talk about Unturned shit, and there also needs to be a new moderation team.
Hello?
Because it fucking like died because of the lack of control on issues.
Eunice, take over.
To
Eunice, take over.
Yeah, Eunice.
Well,
there was too much of a non-confrontational position taken on the forums, which let bad actors just roam because it's like, well, we have to take a neutral position or whatever, and it just made people like me not want to spend time there.
that and also like
Dude,
Okay,
that's
no, Pichu, I'm sorry, buddy. We have to go back.
Bro, dude,
Are
okay,
you
like,
outside, bro? What are you doing?
Yeah, I was outside. I was gonna take my dog for a walk. But it's raining now, bro.
What the hell are you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm actually being active. I'm sorry you're lazy ass to stay inside eating Doritos and whatnot. With the fucking
We're
Cheeto
recording
dust
the
stuck in
show.
your ear,
Bro.
We're recording the
Oh,
show,
God.
Trident Games.
Charles, at what point do you just have enough?
I don't know. This is it, bro.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
this is Trident Games
Slowly
goodbye.
Okay, no,
reaching the limit.
His last episode. This is his last episode. He's never
What do
coming
you?
back.
Okay,
This is
Can
it.
you believe this
wait,
guy?
wait, Emizip.
Yeah?
If there was an Unturned convention, like an official one, would you attend it?
Yeah, I would, and I'd cosplay Captain Sydney for it.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
I wonder who else do that.
Dude, Stas.
Okay,
Dude,
here's
Stas
the question,
will
here's the
also
question.
cosplay Captain Sydney.
You have to put
Me and Stas had a thing planned for that, but it never went anywhere.
sort of
Yeah,
green screen
unfortunately
on the
there
guy.
isn't a Unturned convention happening. That's the first
Actually,
requirement.
wait. Oh my god, wait, okay, dog, just get here. No, okay, so, remember in, like, one of, Daily Dosey of the internet, like, one of his videos, he showed a material that refracted light, making things quote-unquote invisible. What Stas could do is buy some of that, wrap it around his head, and then just be a floating head with glasses and a
That's
hat.
awesome.
That's genius.
He could also just wear like a trench coat which is like twice his size, and then just have the like collar of the trench coat just go over his head, so that it just makes him look taller as well.
I
And
can
then he has
just
to
wear-
wear
You
Well,
own
like
the
the top.
trench coat.
I can just wear green.
That
Bro,
works.
You
look
own
like
the
this-
trench coat, though, right?
Bro would look like this
Like, you have
suspicious,
the
this
trench coat?
suspicious
Wait, there's
person
like
on
3 people speaking at once.
You own the trench coat, right?
Yeah,
You
I
actually
own
have
the
it?
trench coat, the hat, and the glasses are in the mail.
Yeah, just
In the
dress
mail.
like that for the convention.
I dress
I'll
like
do
that
Captain
every
Sydney.
day.
Dude,
Oh
if
no,
there's an
my
Unturned
candle.
convention, we all need to cosplay as our Unturned characters.
Oh
I'm
god.
not doing that.
I mean, wait, Diddley, I'm
That'd
actually,
be expensive.
you're taller than the Unturned character, right? Like, way
Yeah.
taller.
Yeah.
Like 6 foot, right?
Yeah, we need to break his legs.
Yeah, when you break.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but any
Sure.
unturned cosmetic loadout with the goofy as fuck on a real person, because it's just like 3 layers of fucking like glasses and headphones and just random clothing items. You
Oh
look
yes,
insane.
speaking
I'll
of
make
Yeah,
speaking
I'll
of
make my
Dana
magic
P2,
cape.
Dana
Crazy.
P2, why did you make the masks hat cosmetics? Why?
Yeah, thanks a lot,
Yeah.
Dan.
Thanks a lot. You ruined them.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
You ruin everything, Dan,
Can
too.
you believe
Cat
this
girl.
guy?
Wait, Charlie. So Charles cosplays his own person. He would have to set the bottom of his pants on fire.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think it would be hard to make my set. I don't think
Could
it'd be
be.
hard because it's just literally.
It has
Yeah,
to be
you
on
have, like,
fire
a-
constantly, and I do not mean that metaphorically. I mean that literally. Like,
Wait,
You have like
you do own the beret, right?
I'm not wearing that.
he does. He does. He does.
I just know that if there was some sort of unturned meetup that I could feasibly attend, I'm dressing up as Captain Sydney. Like I've already decided it in my mind.
Do you already have like everything to do that already, or no?
Like a couple months back, I was compiling a list, so I have the things I'd need to buy. I was working on that with Stas.
So you have everything. Basically.
I don't own it, but
And
I
you got
know what I need to get, and I have it all
Okay.
like planned out. Like I know how much it would cost and shit. So if there was like an unturned convention that I could attend, I'm going as Captain Sydney.
Dude, who'd attend
Nelson.
as a green skin?
Yeah, they just get
I wonder who would attend as a green
meet
screen,
up on
because
site.
I think. Yeah, that's on site.
Not even like ghillie suit or anything. No, just paint your skin green.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know,
I mean,
it's like
that's one of the
that.
reasons
It's
why
like that
skin
one
paint
video
with
where
green.
it's like
That
that
kind
one
of sounds
video where
racist, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
some guy dumped a bunch of purple dye onto someone taking a shower, and they were playing like the Avengers music in the background because he looked kind of like Thanos.
Are you just referencing a meme, like describing?
Yeah,
it?
Can you believe this guy?
it's a purple guy.
What is this guy talking
It's a
about?
purple guy.
Yeah, when are we getting FNAF and Unturned? Someone make for the FNAF map. Okay,
Someone did.
I wasn't
I like the
this.
FNAF mod.
Okay, doesn't count.
I don't know if Flying Freddy Fazbear
No,
or
that's
like
canon.
Glamrock Freddy.
Glam Rock Freddy
Wait, that
rocks,
was you,
dude.
Diddley?
Yeah.
Oh my god, someone showed that to me while I was playing once. I think that was Stas, and my brain just exploded.
Yeah, all of the mods are on my server. My server actually induces some brain damage when you join.
Yeah.
Well, currently it's being used for the Polaris
It's not-
SMP. Which I
It's
think
not
would-
free to join.
would be
It
ended.
costs a bit of your sanity.
Yeah. To join the Polaris
Mhm. I have to be with Charlie all the time.
There's an image out there of Benson on the Freddy Fazbear, and I think that's special.
That's so real. I think
As
that
well.
like for like IRL cosplays, I think that like my character should be pretty easy. Cause I mean like all of my characters like I don't have any like fantasy items on, basically. Everything
You-
like
Like
I
the
probably
most
just
extreme thing, like the clown nose.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean of
Don't you
course
have that already?
I mean of course I'd have to figure out a way to make my eyes glow, but like glow bright red.
I mean,
but I
you
think
could
that's
do that
It had
with,
to put in like little contact lenses, that
you
little
could simulate
LEDs
that
in
with,
them,
with makeup
Contact
and
lenses.
contacts.
like LEDs,
LED contact
You want me to
lenses.
do your makeup for you? bro? I
LED
got
contact
you.
lenses.
I could wear like I could wear just like a box head with my hand with like a 1-to-1 copy of my intern character's head as a box head. I could just
That
have
could
that.
work.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be better to like try to make your face into it though, just for like.
Yeah, for the
Do you want
memes.
to wear a box on your head the whole time?
Oh yeah, wait. I think the hardest thing for you, Juliana, is you have to fly. You have to learn how to fly. So that's what your character does.
True.
What?
He shows up to the convention with a copious amount of explosives.
I'm gonna raid the convention.
I show up
Yeah, I wonder who's gonna
I
raid the
show up
convention.
with like a tactical vest and it's just strapped with bounce charges.
We're gonna see P9 there putting a bunch of C4 and Dragon Fang boxes
Dude,
in one
P9
crate.
is gonna raid the convention.
Nah,
Dude,
because he's
I
gonna
want
be
to talk to
staged.
P9 one of these days. I don't think I've ever
That'd be
had a
awesome.
picture with that guy.
Dude, Z-Man's
We
gonna
need it-
zerg the convention.
Alright, look.
You're gonna see a bunch of defaults.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
A bunch of small base children.
Z-Man releases the children.
What is he, Epstein?
You know what? What? Charlie, why'd your mind go to that place? What's wrong with you, dude?
Because I think of the island. Because I think of the
This
island.
is your house, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main. This is your founder.
God, no one heard that.
Where is he, dude?
Okay, well, here's something else I talked about earlier before I got sussed. Can we get like Herobrine's Mansion and Unturned? Can I get like a Herobrine's
I
Mansion like type of thing?
Yes, I actually
Like-
agree.
Like a
Yeah.
like a single player like
That was-
RPG map?
I remember.
Yeah. Because I'm hold up, Trent.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, go.
but like because Nelson made a poll on his Twitter not too long ago, basically asking what do you play in Unturned, and like 36% said they play single player. So the market for single player content is there.
Mhm.
So if someone can make a real like interactive single player experience that's really good, or like similar to like how Minecraft did like those like Herobrine's Mansion stuff, I would love to see something like that for Unturned. But usually people just make multiplayer stuff, which is kind of sad. I know you can technically say that Tales of Terror
Yeah,
is
I
a
was
single
about
player
to
thing,
say.
but you can still do it in multiplayer. It's kind of odd in that weird category, but I want to see like a full driven single player story meant for single player, and it's actually good.
Like a
And also,
like a campaign map.
kind of like a campaign. Like I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't know if you know. I think it was called the Corona Trials for Minecraft, where it was just deadly. Like you can barely like live in that game. Like you get like nothing, and you have to survive so much like crap that the game throws at you. And it's really annoying and really hard to play. It's called the Corona Trials. It was made back in like 2018.
They predicted like
2017,
coronavirus.
2016.
I think you're onto something with this, because one trend that I've always noticed with like Unturned like content is that everyone goes like, nah, you shouldn't do that, until someone does it and it succeeds, and then everyone else does it, and then that cycle just kind of continues to repeat. That like, I feel like single player content is just another one of those things that people have always been like, why would you make a single player thing? But someone's gonna make it, and then it's gonna pop off, and now everyone's gonna want to make single player. I mean, y'all saw when Dan started making arena stuff, and then all of a sudden everyone wanted to make arena maps.
Yeah, I think there is a precedent that can be made from single player experiences. That'd be really good. And not only just limited to single player, you could probably do multiplayer with them. But like I'm just saying that single player is a market that it really does exist. I mean, we've been saying it. Like I'm in disbelief about it, but it does exist, and I think there's no denying it based on the information over the years, the player count numbers, along with the poll.
We need
So
okay.
I think there is a market.
We need Unturned adventure maps, just in general, like single player or multiplayer. Just
That's what I'm talking
not like
about.
a map that you could just dump on a server and be done with that. Be done with it, because you can't do that with like Minecraft adventure maps. You can't just host a public server with that. It has to be like
Oh.
you open it to play the map, and then when you're done with the map, you close it. Like
I
stuff like adventure maps.
Like a
pretty
sort
much.
of like a drop. So yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda like,
stuff that
agree.
has stuff that
say?
has endings. Like
I
Yeah.
agree, but there comes the issue of like, how do you make that really engaging? Because we really only have like the NPC system, and there's been some pretty cool quest lines, but it's like, how do you extend that over the course of an entire map to keep
Oh.
someone's interest?
Listen.
I feel
Have
like-
you seen
Mobs.
the Polaris quest line, the main quest line?
We
That is-
established earlier I have not.
That
played
is
it.
actually very impressive, and I think that just shows that like an adventure map in Unturned can be possible.
It's
Because-
Yes.
The thing is, it's short but
I'll take your
sweet.
word for it.
Like the
Polaris
mission where you
custom.
drive the tank and you blow stuff up. That, for example, like that one. That's
Wait, what?
really
yeah,
fun.
that's cool.
Oh,
I think
man.
we need someone to proof of concept this. Like we need like a really talented motherfucker in this community to make a proof of concept adventure map to show like everyone else like, hey, you could do cool shit with this, because that's always how Unturned is operated. Someone has to do it first, or else no one's gonna get on this. Like, someone
Alright.
has
I think
to
there's
do
been
it.
some in
gonna
the
do it.
past, but I don't think that there's been any like
They
good
suck.
ones. You know?
All right, Flodo,
Yeah, what's up?
can you make a good adventure map?
Sure.
Okay, we're doing.
I could take
Unturned is
like
saved.
I could take like a
Ghost
simple
Bounty.
I could take a simple Minecraft adventure map and then just like copy and paste the map, and then just do it up in the Unturned Unturned editor.
That's crazy.
All we need is a tool for porting Minecraft maps into Unturned.
Blender.
hmm
And we win.
Yeah.
We win.
Like it
Wait, wait,
works.
wait, hold on.
It works. You
I
could
feel
just
like yeah, there was a way. I think I remember. I remember talking with this about Timothy when we were in like in the early stages of making some fucking map like together. I suggested this thing, and he said, "Oh yeah, I can take this, I can take whatever fucking structure you can build, and I can put it in Blender, and I can just sort of fix it up there. So I think I spent like a good words of like 2 days making a building, and then in the end we never really used it.
Sent me Herobrine's mansion. Let me look at this.
Speaking of Minecraft, I think what could be fun in Unturned is like Bed Wars. Like Bedroom Wars.
That enemy's
Unturned needs
map.
more mini games.
But
It does.
Roll Wars,
It does.
Roll Wars,
Yes,
Bed Roll Wars,
I know, but
Bed
I know
Roll
that.
Wars,
I know that.
Bed
I know
Roll
that
Wars,
feeling. I know about that.
Roll Wars.
Hopefully, it'll be talked about in the future.
Bring it
back.
Eventually,
I
think,
mean, we had
I think
the
I'm willing to.
we had the map jam, which was all about custom game modes, but most of them really boiled down into either PvP stuff.
And then
Or
it
just,
wasn't.
like-
Yeah, no, it wasn't custom game modes. It like an arena map one.
I mean, at least it was like a vehicle arena, which was
Mhm.
one of. It was the okay. It was the best.
MLB did it
MLB
first.
did it first.
He did it
So anyways,
first,
Defend
but
Crystal should have
Unturned
won.
map makers need to start copying the homework of Halo Reach Forge.
Can we just copy like every game?
Yeah,
Can we do
sure.
that, please?
Because I feel like
gonna
Halo
copy
Forge is the
Castlevania.
closest like comparison to what people are doing with Unturned.
Sure.
It's like just start stealing from there. Like bring the Blender mode or jump.
No, just steal from everywhere.
Yeah.
We need to steal the whole gaming scene as a whole.
Just
Yeah,
steal
sure.
everything.
We're gonna steal
We already
Fortnite.
Steal
we already
everything.
stole Call of Duty. We're Blackout.
Mhm.
That's fair. That's
we
true.
stole.
That's true.
We stole like all of Nintendo's
When-
IP.
when
stole-
else are
like,
gonna
stole
do
Battle
Unturned?
Royale,
Marvel's
this arena.
IP.
It's
When
We
else-
stole
we
no.
made-
The Unturned community stole so much IP.
Dude, we made Battle Royale.
When is
Can I say this real
an
quick?
MMO?
Like, can we bring this up? Because I think this is actually like a question, that like actually makes me concerned. There is a ton of IP that certain servers on like that people have stolen from actual big like companies, and they're selling these items for like actual money. They're getting money off these items that are of other people's IP with the same names and everything as the actual
Wait,
characters
like-
that exist.
Can you give an example?
So there's like imagine a Mario kit, on like a PvP kit server that you can buy on a website that connects to like something, and that's like a rank you get.
Yeah.
That's a lawsuit waiting
That's
to
a rank you
happen.
get, and you just get that kit like, every day or something.
What was that like? What was that like? Really
Um,
like weird looking server that like everyone on like what was it? Everyone, all of like the metal clips are done on it. What was it?
Warzone.
Yeah, that has like that is
That's
like
what I'm talking
everything.
about.
that is like Fortnite.
That's what I'm
skins.
saying,
That is like every IP known to man. Like that's like Smash Bros. If it was good.
That's
Fucking-
what I'm saying. Like, imagine a scenario that would be the craziest thing that happened. I don't know. I'm not like wishing that as much as like I think a lot of people would wish for like a bunch of people to come in and be like, all right, stop using our IP, and just hit them with like an actual like lawsuit or something, because I think they are making money off these things. Last time I checked, so I don't know. That would be the biggest case in Unturned history if actual IP holders come onto Unturned and see that people are using these mods that are stolen IP from other people, from other companies, major companies, and come in and be like, all right, well that's enough. And these servers have made like money off of these things. It's not like they don't make money. I know they've made
But
money.
you see,
I've heard-
I think that what would happen was that those companies would go. They wouldn't go after the server owners. They would go after Nelson.
Maybe
Oh,
because
for
they're
sure.
stupid.
Th-
Yeah,
that's
because
the
they
track
don't
record
know
with
how
this
that
kind of
stuff
stuff.
works, so they would just go to
Yep.
the game developer.
That's what I would think too.
It's because quote unquote Nelson is enabling it or whatever. That-
Yeah, yeah.
There's precedent for this in the gaming industry. We've seen it happen to stuff like Minecraft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wonder if that would be like the craziest thing that's gonna happen when it comes to legal cases, that like major companies are now like mad that these mods exist because people are making money off them, and I think it is like a very like big like vulnerability in Unturned as of right now. Like if there was any massive problem that's gonna ruin so many people, would be that all the stolen IP for mods that are just on the workshop and people are making money off of.
It's
People are
totally
making
the
money off.
monetary
Most importantly,
side of
people are
things.
making money off them, because if they were just like free stuff that you can get anywhere else, that wouldn't be a problem. But people are making money off these things that belong to other people, and I think that's a very weird gray area that we're in right now that could easily go into a legal like case.
I feel like it would more go into a legal case with like individual mod developers instead of like Nelson or whatever.
Or even the server as a whole, because
Yeah,
they're the
probably.
ones like selling the items in the
Yes.
first place.
Is this something that Nelson should crack down on now, or just?
I don't
wait
know.
until the
I
TV
honestly
show?
don't. It's a very weird thing, and I think I don't want it to happen, but it is a thing that could happen.
It's a possibility.
And it could be really bad.
I think the call is.
It is a huge possibility.
Nelson should probably talk to a lawyer, like, before anything happens, just to see like, is this something that he should tackle now, or like not a concern? Like, does it affect him?
I think he should consult somebody, just in case, so he's not caught like basically in the middle of it and trying to figure out what to do. Like Nelson, I know you're listening to this. Like, have a backup plan right now if something like that's gonna happen, because like the moment that someone reports one of these like servers for making money off of someone else's IP, and they're gonna go ahead and look into it for anything, and they're gonna try to go after everybody. So I think it's better to have a plan right now if you can consult a lawyer or something. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this. Just be careful, because it is like something that could happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if a major company would be so mad that people have made what I've been told is thousands of dollars off of their IP. So
Especially Nintendo, especially fucking Nintendo.
the fucking Nintendo figured out this. That's it, bro. We're out of a job.
Yeah, no, we're fucked.
That's it, bro. That's it. Unturned
I think
down,
he
bro.
could just get away with like adding a clause that like SDG is not responsible for like mods on servers or something like that.
I think
What if it?
Yes,
what if it took
yes,
the
that is
Minecraft
true.
Approach? Like
What is the Minecraft
banning
approach?
because they were dealing with a similar issue, especially with like pay to win servers or whatever. So they just banned the sale of in-game items.
yeah, but the items were, I believe, and I think you're mentioning the EULA. It's for their own items, but these items are not Nelson's. These are items that were
Oh,
created
you're
by
right.
workshop developers, made completely new items, and are now being sold because on servers
I feel
that are
like you
stolen
could
IP
make a-
from other big names.
I feel like you could
That's-
still make
that's
a
the
rule
problem.
about that. Like you could be like you can't sell items through Unturned.
I think that's a also another problem. I don't know. I think that's also been thrown at Nelson. I think he's rejected it because it's sus. Because the thing is, this is a huge problem. I think IP is a huge problem for this scenario, because I mean I don't want to be that guy who's like, all right, you can't sell any more things on Unturned, because I mean, like, there's some people that make some amazing projects and they get nothing.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
people
And
won't
they're at a
people won't
loss.
follow rules anyway. A lot of the time, if you're small enough, you can just do stuff under the radar. And even if
That's
you,
probably
Well,
how
the thing
Unturned
is
has
that
gotten
this is
away
not
with
this is not a small thing. These people are making, like, these guys are the biggest ones. Like, this is the biggest fish in the pond that I'm talking
just
about right now.
DMCA Warzone.
This is not a small thing. I mean, it's fucking Warzone. They're like a staple name brand. They get more views than Trident Games does on this video.
Oh.
And the random people that make one clip montage
Oh
get
my
more views than
God!
Trident Games.
Yes! I know exactly who you're talking about. Like,
Yes.
some guys just...
There's these channels make a lot of views off of this just one genre of server. This server is massive. This is the big fish in the pond when it comes to servers.
I mean, for fuck's sake,
It's-
I've played them
yes,
a couple
They just
times.
press
Those things are
record. They
huge.
just don't do anything.
They don't do it. They
They
just press
just-
record
they just
and then they
don't do
just
anything.
put the clips together.
There's,
With, like,
sometimes
some really
even
bad
still
music.
people's
Exactly,
thumbnails.
okay.
Like,
And
there's
here's the
still,
thing.
like,
Here's the thing. That means if we take down Warzone, then people who like are looking for Unturned content will go to us. We
Yeah, I'm not
we
saying-
need to take down Warzone to get more
We have-
views.
Alright.
There's
Now,
benefit
P90
here. There's benefit
Warzone
here.
and DMZ and Unturned.
Dude, Z-Man's got a Zerg Warzone. Dude. That got crazy.
This is not
actually.
gonna work. This
No,
is not gonna work.
I don't know. I
Rick,
think that
Rick
the
from
most
Rick
you
and
get on
Morty's
is like
come in and kill
20
them all.
people, maybe. That's what I've seen in the streams. We used to get like 100 people, which is actually pretty
Yeah, that was kind
pretty
of insane.
darn good.
This podcast recording is gonna be used in court.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I was literally about to say, is there a legal area for like the discussion?
I think I will say this right now. I have no affiliation with SDG whatsoever. I currently am just a random guy recording podcast episodes for fun on the
I
internet.
do.
I gain barely
I do.
any monetary value from the show.
I
If
do.
anything, I've been running an operation at a loss for the past year. So I have nothing to gain from this. I'm not affiliated with
I
SCG.
have-
Just volunteered.
I
am
have
not
affiliation
legally,
with
I have no
SDG.
legal knowledge
I have
whatsoever.
no
I have not paid taxes. I have not paid
I have no
taxes
knowledge of
since
any of this.
2003.
I have Nelson added
I have
on,
no knowledge
on
of any of this.
Discord. I have affiliation to SDG. Nelson has me
I
added
made
on
Ghost
Discord. I have
Valley.
screenshot proof.
So
I've never
stupid.
paid taxes.
No, but
Hell
like
yeah.
it is something that I do worry about as a big problem. But I wonder how it'd be tackled because it is workshop. It is people buying these mods and selling them, and it's stuff not really related to SDG. So, and also like there's other things that may get caught in the crossfire if rules are applied to certain things. Like there's a lot there. I think the best way to go about it is really just like if you're stealing IP from other people, you better stop. I think that's the best rule you could probably do. But yeah, I don't know. It is something that I think Nelson should look into because I think it's still persistent today. So yeah, and not to make Nelson complicit for this, Nelson in the past has asked other mod developers to delete certain mods from existence. So I'm just saying.
Remember what happened to the person who made Pokemon Uranium?
No.
God. But that's Nintendo.
Actually,
Exactly.
now think about it.
Oh.
Maybe now think about it. Maybe the DMCA system. Hold on. Now I think about it. The DMCA system might do the work through Steam, but I think that is like a half measure. I think there's still ways to get around it. Because I think I think that might have happened in the past, if I remember correctly. But I think the DMCA system just would not work in this case scenario because these people are still making money.
feel
Yeah,
like
Nintendo
all
would
these
probably go to Steam, Steam would go to Nelson, and then Nelson would have to reach out to the server owners, which is like a lot of
So many hoops to jump through.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be odd.
I feel like it'd be it'd be kind of crazy because I feel like a server like Warzone would do something dumb like if they get completely taken down from Workshop, they would just host it on like Google Drive, and that's how you get them on.
Yeah. Because like
No one wants to
feel
do
like
that though.
Steam-
No one wants to download like
Steam-
billion mods.
They do it for
Steam Workshop is
Minecraft.
definitely not the only place to do mods. Like I feel like the community there might be big enough that they could afford to just be like, hey guys, download it from here and then join.
Yeah, I mean we had to do it for the Polaris playtest. I want to because of me, but like you know.
You know.
Bruh.
Shit happens.
You know. Among Us imposter.
Sus.
I still find
Someone
it.
should make
I still find
someone
it
should
funny
make like
that,
a compilation of Kuki making Among Us references on the podcast.
Sure.
Like every time
The funny thing
every
is,
time you do that, it's
I-
like a Vine thought.
Have you all considered doing like a clips thing?
yeah.
You should
Mhm.
definitely like start posting clips of the podcast.
Welcome
Molt
to season
suggested
2.
it.
Those things.
There's gonna be a clip of just like trying games like pissing on like.
Yeah, it's true.
If you can say, I can't wait to make that short. I can't wait to make that.
I'm scared that me screaming about him pissing peaked on my microphone because like I saw Audacity go red when I yelled.
It was horrible.
That's hilarious.
Can that be like the cold open of the podcast episode?
What?
It just the sound of pissing and then me screaming and then it just goes from there.
Yeah.
That'll be the
No.
intro.
I felt like I had a dream last night where we actually had an introduction, like animation or whatever, to like the podcast,
I would
and it
just
was like it was like really good, but I can't remember it.
I just would like to point out that I have not moved for like an hour almost because I have so many cables around me right now because I'm also recording Trident's audio and I'm also trying to not make my mic bleed. So I just have not been moving just to
Well,
not
thank
unplug
you.
anything.
Tangled.
And then it was
Dude.
now.
I'm falling asleep because I
Saswali has
didn't
not
have
moved an
coffee.
inch. She's been because if he does, the spring locks will.
Dude, this is the Unturned FNAF AU.
Yeah, this is what happens on the
Stas
Unturned
is
podcast.
fucking
Saswali
purple
is in
guy.
a spring lock suit.
It's like that level from Sister Location where you're in the spring lock suit and you gotta twist all the screws.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's monitoring all the Audacity.
Instead of the
to make
screws,
sure that
it's just
nothing is
the volume sliders.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You might have to fuck with my audio a little bit, just saying.
maybe you can do that in post.
That's
when
why
we're done
we
recording.
record audio separately.
Exactly.
And that's what recording audio separately. Exactly. Well, I mean, we got into like almost the hour mark. Do we have anything else to say before we end this episode? Because I think that's a good time.
Yeah, that's okay. I guess I'll give my 2 cents on Unturned podcast. Let's see.
Go ahead.
I'll start with you, Charlie. Charlie, you're pretty cool. Thanks for having me on. Night Rider was a nerd. He was pretty cool. Thanks for having me on. Z-Man, despite all the drama, he was cool to me. So it was fine having you on. Diddley, you're pretty cool. Thanks for having me on. Stas, you're pretty cool. Thanks for having me on. Flodo, you're pretty cool. Thanks for having me on. I mean, you're pretty cool. Thanks for coming on. All right, that's all.
Like an AI.
Is this your way to get out of the
he's
podcast
leaving.
now? Is this your goodbye?
This is. It's an honor that
Is this your goodbye?
my
Boy,
episode
everyone
is
is cool.
Trident Peaks finale.
What else did I say? Is there, you want more? Is that
You
one
should
here?
replace Trident with me, I think.
Wait,
Nah, I get
euthanize?
trying that easily.
Huh? Canadian
I said-
healthcare?
Huh?
Can you-
What?
What?
Happened? What are you talking about?
What? No, it's Stas then. It's
You
from
believe
Canadian
this
healthcare.
What?
Get a load of this guy.
What?
What?
Are we gonna just say
Huh?
what until we hit the hour mark?
No, we have to make this as unlistenable as possible,
wait, I think-
so that all the people click off. And then
Oh,
we
I guess I can say
whatever.
this. Please go buy the stickers of
Buy
the
merch,
I fixed
buy merch.
the merch stickers.
Don't
Buy
copy my
merch.
business operation.
Wait, hold on.
I fixed up the stickers. The stickers are a little bit more better now.
I like that. This is the Unturned podcast, and I didn't even bring up any of the Unturned stuff that I've been doing, like the stickers or anything.
You can bring it up now.
Yeah, I make Unturned themed stickers because I saw a market gap and they're nice. I think I don't know, people buy them.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good.
Description below.
Like recently, someone in fucking California bought a set. It gives me your address when you buy them. No, that's not true. That's not true. It's not true.
You see, this is
part of the
why we can't trust
Part of
Redbubble.
the payment.
Also,
This is why you
Amy
can
and
buy
I
my
are
merch
working
because
on
I don't
Ghost
see
Valley
anything.
too.
It just
okay.
tells me where it's getting shipped to, like state-wise. Like
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I can all leak it. I'll link it right now, and you'll see that it only says country. It only says country and state.
And the social
Okay.
security
Okay.
number.
If you ever get
And their
if you
address,
ever
their full
get
name.
an order to Easter Island, then that's grog.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
imagine.
I got it's so funny because like the first couple orders were Canada and Poland.
Yo,
Yeah.
Am I legally allowed to say these things?
I don't know. But I can say this. On the Unturned Podcast merch site, I only see the nickname that you give me. And also, I send you a message directly whenever you buy something. So buy something, I'll send you something personal.
Do you
The last buy order was from a guy called Eunice Fan #1. I don't know who that was, but they bought a
Wait,
Eunice
I have a
shirt.
question.
Yeah.
What are you going through like a service that produces the stickers for you, or are you making them and mailing them out?
I'm not making them. Are you fucking insane?
By hand.
Goal. I wanna get to the point where I'm handcrafting the stickers and sending them out, because it's just like a better quality guarantee or whatever. So
It's
what
also
service are you
cheaper.
going through? It also is cheaper if you have the machinery for it.
The profit
Yeah.
margins. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll say this right now. If I ever get to the point where I have like a sticker manufacturing machine, I'll fucking make your stickers for you if you want. Like I'll handle the shipping.
Hell yeah.
Among Us.
Oh my god.
Maybe. But go buy the
I think
Unturned
I have
Podcast
one.
merch. There is a.
No, I think about.
Do you have a sticker
Yeah, I
maker?
think I have one. No, I think about it.
Like the thing that like prints it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Fuck yeah,
printer
dude.
and you use special paper. My mom has one at work.
Well, no, there's like specific machines that would like cut it and like capture it for you. They're really,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
really efficient. I've been wanting to get one for a bit now because they're not even that expensive. Like I think I saw one for like a couple $100.
I don't know. I think I might have one. I have no idea though. Could do.
I mean, if you have one, then like that'd be a good like avenue to make merchandise. Just because it like making them yourself, you get a better profit margin.
Sure.
Among Us. It never was about the money.
But like, I mean, if you're producing a product and selling it, you always do want like a better profit margin if possible, because it's
I guess.
money is money, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Dude, you know Candyland still makes money.
I know. I know why. I know why.
Why?
Cottontail.
Chicken
Is it
pie.
because it's military?
True.
Huh?
Is it because it's like military gear?
No, Cottontail.
Oh, the tail. It's the
That's the only reason why people buy that bundle is because of Cottontail. It's the smallest backpack ever.
Oh, is it like a try-hard thing?
Because yes, it is a try-hard thing.
Oh,
I was
mean,
playing.
we now have
I can
the,
bring this up.
See what
have
you've done.
the-
See what you've done.
We now have the biker vest, which is I think probably one of the smallest vests from
Definitely the
Polaris.
smallest because it,
No one's
it
gonna use
has
that. It's
no
like- it
model.
stands
like
out
I'm
to
not
us.
even
2D.
kidding. Like I get the notification for like the paycheck on my phone, and I just think to myself like, people are still buying those fucking cosmetics.
It's because of the Cottontail. The same reason why people buy Union's demon set, because of the tail.
Damn.
It's because of the tails.
I
It's all about the
never thought about
backpack. It's all about the backpack.
Dude, Nelson
cosmetics.
should add a tail slot instead of having them be backpack.
I mean, he brought it up in the last episode.
Dude, he could. That'd
He
be
said
rad.
it last episode. He
Yeah.
said it. He literally said
Yeah,
it.
he's gonna add tails.
Also a companion slot. Can we talk about how the fact that King Crab is a hat?
That's
Yeah.
such a
What?
I love
such
King
a good
Crab.
hat.
That's such a grog quality hat.
Wait,
Yeah.
is there a companion slot? What?
No,
Did
there
I just
isn't.
misinterpret?
There isn't a companion slot, but I think Nelson
Oh,
mentions something about.
There should be like
Yeah.
the plushie that could be its own slot.
I want the, I
Yeah,
want the,
that's the.
I want the king crab like to follow me around. That'd be awesome.
There should be pets. There should be pets. Do it like
Because
Among
pets-
Us, where they just follow behind you really closely.
What slot do the
Okay.
plushies use right now?
Vest.
I think it's
shoulder.
like a thing your
Well, the
shoulder
vest.
slot, yeah. But you
The
can't.
vest.
I think it's sad they only have one shoulder slot and not two. So
We
you
don't
put
even
two
have
things
a
on.
we don't even have a shoulder slot. It uses vest. Anything on your
It
shoulder
uses
uses
vest?
vest.
Yeah, it uses vest. It's the vest. There's no shoulder spot. It's just the vest.
But yeah, because unless you want to add custom little thingy for that.
Mhm.
I just think
Well-
more slots would be good in general. But I feel like it also risks like the fucking monstrosities you could create by just covering yourself in like as many cosmetics as possible.
Oh, you can already make
can already do
monstrosities,
that.
alright?
Oh yeah, no.
I
for
mean, the,
sure, but, like, is that an issue that we want to make worse?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because
You
you,
know
want to
what,
think,
Hannah?
okay, for every monstrosity, there's a masterpiece. People can make good cosmetics with it, alongside
Grog.
people, alongside people making, very silly cosmetics with it. And not
Damn,
not
you
to
wanna
mention,
hear
not to
it
mention, there are some cosmetics which are just like difficult to use, in game.
Candyland.
No, okay, there's a wing cosmetic. It's the white wings, which are
Butterflies.
so large they block your third person camera, and so if you zoom in, you can't see. I used to have
How
them.
did that get past like QA?
He made it. No, Nelson made it. It was part of like the grease bundle.
No, that's what I'm asking. When
Yeah.
How did that get
It's
past
the.
QA,
I think it's
though?
they're either called Angel or Pegasus wings. They are so large they block your
Yeah, they're
third person
Pegasus
camera.
wings.
Yeah.
Here's something funny. I'll tell you this. There is one mythical effect that actually like hinders you from playing the game.
Which one?
I mean, everyone.
It's the
Every does.
no
To an extent.
no. This one inherently does it. This one is the skull one. I forgot what the thing is called. The skull cosmetic for Halloween effects.
Oh no,
The bats and
no,
the
no, no,
skulls.
no, no, no.
Haunted. The haunted effect ruins games. You know why? Because it covers the middle of your screen where your crosshair is at. Like a square skull head covers your crosshair sometimes when you're looking down your gun. So the mythical effect inherently stops you.
Most of the other ones do that as well.
No, but they're see-through. This is a
Yeah,
pure
yeah, the
like
skull is-
skull head.
The skull is like flat.
The skull is like a PNG.
I imagine
Imagine
like
missing
a.
a shot because of that. That'd be fucking
I
hilarious.
imagine like a bat to the bone riff every time it blocks your vision.
I swear, I played with Hunted. So I love the Hunted effect, but like it's just so bad because whenever I use it, it blocks like my vision completely, and I can barely use it like half the time that's out. It's three skull heads too, so it's like when you're shooting, there's like 30% of the time you're gonna see the skull in front of your screen, and you're gonna lose vision on like a player from a mile away. Like 1 pixel, he's gonna be gone because he'll be hidden by the skull head in third person. It's so stupid.
Unturned has like weird visibility.
Mm-hmm. It is sus. It is very sus.
Very sus.
Well, I think we've gone past the mark now. I think we've talked a lot about Unturned. What would you say? What would you all say? Was this a good first episode?
Yeah.
No.
Of season 2.
I mean, just like last time, it started out with talking and then it derailed into something very specific for like the entire rest of the runtime. I think first time I was on it was P9, but I feel like that was just standard at the time. I swear every episode I clicked on back then, the base rate or whatever.
Because of Among Us, and also Flodo now.
Because what
yeah,
P9 does.
Fake space rates.
I want to talk to
make the joke.
P9. I want to talk to that guy one of these days.
Hopefully.
One of the
Maybe
only
we'll get
figures
him
in
on
this
the
community
podcast.
one of the only figures in this community I've never like spoken to directly.
He is very how would you say? He doesn't interact with like the overall
Among Us.
community
He's
that
very
much.
Among Us. He's very Among Us.
Very
Okay.
Among Us.
Enough talking about the Among Us imposter. This concludes this episode of the Unturned podcast. I've been your host, Charles, and goodbye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Ah.